Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update, and this update is for the morning of Thursday, and we're at the 28th of September, 2023, and we're sitting now about 8:12 a.m. Central Time. So as we look at the market, bit of a correction hitting in the gasoline and the energies. There's talk, I read a report today, that OPEC may not continue with these extensions of these deep cuts, and that's probably working through the market a little bit. We can see that the bonds and notes, well, they're fighting. They're about unchanged is the way I'd call the market. In the grain market, everybody's waiting for tomorrow's quarterly reports that are going to come out. We'll get an idea of the size of what's in storage and a better idea of what people are thinking of where we're going with grain prices. In the dollar, a little bit of a correction, and we're getting something of a rally in a lot of the currencies. Now, I did my morning subscriber video this morning, and I told traders I was looking for this to happen, get a bit of a rally, but I don't think it's going to have legs to it. I still think that you got to look at so much that is going on. And with that, let me take you to some of it. First, the final GDP and the chain-weighted PCE. This is important. My eye goes right to the PCE, the core number. No real change, 3.7%. The Fed watches that number. Consumption from the personal consumption, well, the preliminary was up 1.7. It was way under that, half of it, in fact. When you take a look at the chain-weighted index, the final number, that was lower than the expected number. So these are numbers that the Fed, the headline they won't like the core PCE. Jobless claims. This jobs market is just very strong. The market was hoping to see a 14,000 increase. They got 2. That's nowhere near it. On the claims, they were looking at the market, and they got up 12,167. That's very close to where they were. You're just waffling there. People are getting jobs still easily. We get the National Association pending home sales. I didn't put in here, but we get also this morning the injection in natural gas. And at the end of the day, we get a pig crop report that is coming in. So we'll get some ideas as to how this is all working. And of course, the elephant in the room, one of them, is what happens with the U.S. budget. And it probably goes into a shutdown. I saw Speaker McCarthy. He was on TV this morning. And, of course, he's all roses. Yes, they're going to work through the weekend to try to get something done. Even if the House gets it done, you're shutting down. There's no way they're calling the Senate in, and the Senate in 1 hour is going to get something done for it. I don't see that happening. And the demand has to be by the House to do something about the border, and the diehards at the Senate will go, no, the president's open border policy is as it is. Of course, the president says that's incorrect. He has a border policy, yes, but it doesn't work, so it's an open border policy, and I think we all know that. But city after city, and I brought this up to you yesterday, they are starting to get ready to vote. I know in Chicago there's a movement for March. Maybe it'll get on the ballot. No longer a sanctuary city. New York, probably no longer a sanctuary city. If the people have a chance to rethink all this, they may change. The finances of it are overwhelming. It won't be, and it would work if the Fed took care of it. They're not. They got a blind eye under the Biden administration to it, and they're just throwing it on the states, and the states don't have the revenue to do it. Homeowners are the ones that are carrying the burden because our taxes keep going up. Anyone living in the city, and you see that. And these people want to work. Let them work already. So I look at it all, and I try to figure out, okay, how do you play it? I'm going to view it more as just a market that's doing this. I think that the big break has happened in the stock market. That doesn't mean it can't add to it. But the next piece of news that we get isn't going to be so much the shutdown as now they reached a deal. Whatever that deal is, and they'll buy themselves 30 to 45 days, and that will be the sigh of relief temporarily. So look at it that way. We got to start looking and getting ready for corporate earnings. That's another thing that'll be on the market's mind. And, of course, this dollar's not over. It can pause all at once, but there's nothing to replace it. And interest rates are so high, it just stays exceptionally well bid. Now, I know a lot of you watch me, and you use a service called TradingView. And for those of you that do, if you wanted to get all my indicators, my suite of indicators, that's the way that I do slow stochastics, my powerful swing line indicator, the moving averages that I use, highlight on your charts. And we do that with this indicator, outside days, because that goes hand in hand with my outside day course. We've got it. All you do is go to our website at iraepstein.com. And when there, go to the client resources, because we call it client, because when you go there and you sign up for your indicator, that's it. Now, what happens is we get your notice from our website. We turn it on for you in TradingView. We send you an email. Log out, back in, your suite's going. It only takes up 2 slots, so you've got all your other slots very nicely working. How do you get this? Go to iraepstein.com under Client Resources, and away you go. I'm Ira. You have yourselves a great day. I will catch you all at the end of the day with our market wrap-ups. Trade well.